want to really supercharge your sales success.
Yeah.
Research shows that companies with diverse sales teams see a huge boost in revenue. And that's kind of what we're diving into today.
Oh, yeah.
We got this great blog post from the Sales Experts, and it's called Building a Diverse and Inclusive Workforce Through Recruitment.
Nice.
It's packed with insights on building a sales force that reflects the world we sell to and wins in today's market.
It's really fascinating, how diversity isn't just this feel-good initiative. It's directly linked to better sales outcomes.
Right.
Think about it. A team with diverse backgrounds, perspectives, and experiences is just better equipped to understand and connect with a wider range of customers.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's unpack this starting with recruitment.
Okay.
The sales experts highlight the importance of scrubbing job descriptions for bias.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of impact can seemingly small wording choices have on attracting diverse talent?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Really?
Subtle biases can creep into job descriptions without us even realizing it. For example, research suggests that phrases like aggressive closer can deter female applicants.
Interesting.
Instead, consider using more inclusive language like results-oriented or relationship builder.
I've heard the term gender-decoded job descriptions.
Yes.
Is that something you recommend, and how would that apply to sales roles specifically?
Absolutely. Gender-decoded job descriptions focus on the skills and competencies needed for the role, rather than using language that might unintentionally appeal to a specific gender.
Right.
In sales, this means emphasizing qualities like communication problem solving and relationship building, skills that are essential for success regardless of gender.
That's a great point. It's about attracting the best talent, period.
Exactly.
The sales experts also talk about broadening the talent pool beyond traditional recruitment methods. What are some strategies sales leaders can use to tap into those hidden talent pools?
One effective strategy is attending job fairs and conferences, specifically targeting underrepresented groups in sales. These events provide a fantastic opportunity to connect with talented individuals who might not be on your radar through traditional channels.
I see.
Think about organizations like the National Black MBA Association or Women in Sales.
Partnering with organizations like that is a win-win, right? You're demonstrating your commitment to diversity while also gaining access to a pre-vetted pool of talent.
Absolutely.
Have you personally had any success with this approach?
I have. Actually, I once worked with a sales team that partnered with a local organization focused on empowering women in tech. Through this partnership, they were able to recruit several top-performing sales representatives who brought fresh perspectives and valuable insights to the team.
Why?
It was a game changer for their sales performance.
That's amazing to hear. It's proof that these strategies really work.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about unconscious bias. We all have biases, even if we don't realize it.
Right.
How can unconscious bias sneak into our hiring decisions? And what can sales leaders do to mitigate its impact?
Unconscious bias can lead us to favor candidates who remind us of ourselves or fit a preconceived mold, even if those factors aren't relevant to job performance.
Yeah.
It can be as subtle as gravitating towards someone with a similar background or alma mater.
So it's not about pointing fingers or blaming anyone. It's about increasing awareness and equipping people with the tools to make fairer decisions.
Exactly. Unconscious bias training can be incredibly valuable. There are programs that use tools like the Harvard Implicit Association Test to help individuals understand their own biases.
Okay.
This awareness allows hiring managers to evaluate candidates objectively based on their skills and potential, rather than making decisions based on gut feelings or unconscious preferences.
What I find fascinating is that recognizing and mitigating unconscious bias isn't just about doing the right thing. It's about making smarter hiring decisions that ultimately benefit the entire organization.
Absolutely. By building a team with diverse perspectives and experiences, you're creating a more innovative and dynamic sales force that can better understand and connect with your target market. Right.
This leads to better customer relationships, increased sales, and ultimately greater success for everyone involved.
The sales experts also emphasize the importance of diverse interview panels.
Yeah.
How does this contribute to a more inclusive hiring process?
Having a diverse interview panel brings multiple perspectives to the table, ensuring a more well-rounded assessment of a candidate's skills and potential. Different interviewers might pick up on different nuances or strengths that wouldn't be apparent in a homogeneous panel.
It also sends a powerful message to potential hires.
Absolutely. When candidates see a diverse interview panel, it signals that the company values inclusivity and is committed to creating a welcoming work environment.
Right.
This can be a huge draw for top talent, especially in today's competitive job market.
And it goes beyond just attracting talent. A diverse interview panel can help mitigate unconscious bias during the evaluation process. You're spot on by having interviewers from different backgrounds and with varied experiences. You're more likely to identify and challenge any potential biases that might arise during the interview process.
Yeah.
This leads to a more objective and fair evaluation of each candidate's qualifications. It's all about creating a level playing field where the best candidate shines through regardless of their background. Now, shifting gears a bit. The sales experts also highlight the importance of building relationships with diverse communities.
Yeah.
This can feel a little daunting.
It can.
What are some concrete steps sales leaders can take to connect with diverse talent pools?
It's true. It can feel overwhelming to know where to start, but it's about being intentional and proactive.
Right.
The sales experts suggest participating in networking events within diverse communities. So attending events hosted by organizations that promote diversity in specific fields, for example.
Exactly. Think about groups like the National Society of Black Engineers if you're looking for tech-savvy sales professionals, or Out in Tech for LGBTQ plus talent in the tech industry. Building relationships with these organizations not only broadens your reach, but also demonstrates your genuine commitment to diversity.
It's about showing up, being present, and building authentic connections within those communities.
Precisely. It's not just about recruitment either.
Right.
These relationships can offer valuable insights into the needs and perspectives of diverse customer segments, which can inform your sales strategies and product development.
Now let's move on to another important aspect of fostering inclusion.
Okay.
Employee resource groups, or ERGs.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about how ERGs contribute to building a more diverse and inclusive sales force?
ERGs are voluntary employee-led groups that create a sense of belonging for individuals who share a common identity or interest. You might have ERGs for women, people of color, LGBTQ plus employees, veterans, and so on. They provide a safe space for employees to connect, share experiences, and support each other.
Earlier you mentioned the importance of building a sense of belonging.
Yeah.
I'm curious, how do ERGs play into that within a sales team specifically?
ERGs can play a crucial role in creating a more inclusive and supportive environment for sales teams. For instance, an ERG for women in sales could offer mentorship opportunities, share best practices for navigating a male-dominated industry, or even advocate for policies that support work-life balance.
That's a fantastic example. It's not just about providing support. It's about empowering employees to thrive and reach their full potential.
Right.
And from a business perspective, ERGs can also contribute to a company's diversity initiatives and even inform product development.
Absolutely. ERGs can provide valuable feedback on company policies, help recruit diverse talent, and offer insights into the needs and preferences of specific customer segments.
Okay.
Imagine an ERG for Latinx employees providing input on a marketing campaign targeting the Hispanic market. That kind of insider knowledge can be invaluable.
It's a win-win for everyone involved. And finally, the sales experts stress the importance of continuous evaluation and improvement when it comes to diversity and inclusion efforts.
Right.
It's not a set it and forget it kind of thing.
You hit the nail on the head. It's an ongoing journey. We need to continuously monitor our progress, gather feedback, and be willing to adapt our strategies along the way. For example, tracking the diversity of your sales team over time at all levels is crucial.
So what are some specific metrics sales leaders should be tracking to gauge the effectiveness of their diversity and inclusion initiatives?
There are several key metrics to consider.
Okay.
First, look at the representation of different groups within your sales team at various levels. Entry-level management and leadership. Are you seeing a diverse pipeline of talent moving up the ranks?
That's a great point. It's not just about hiring diverse talent at the entry level. It's about creating pathways for advancement and leadership opportunities for everyone.
Right. Another important metric is employee feedback. Conduct regular surveys or focus groups to gauge how employees perceive the company's diversity and inclusion efforts. Are they feeling valued and respected? Do they feel a sense of belonging?
Gathering that feedback is essential. It allows you to identify areas for improvement and ensure your efforts are actually making a difference in the day-to-day experiences of your employees.
Yeah.
It's about creating a culture where everyone feels like they can bring their whole selves to work and contribute their best.
You nailed it. And remember, creating a diverse and inclusive sales team is not just about checking boxes or meeting quotas. It's about fostering a culture where everyone feels valued, respected, and empowered to succeed.
It's about building a high-performing team that reflects the diversity of your customer base and can connect with a wider range of clients on a deeper level.
Exactly. When you invest in diversity and inclusion, you're investing in the long-term success of your sales organization.
And that leads to better business outcomes for everyone you know.
Yeah.
The sales experts really drive home the point that a diverse workforce brings a wealth of perspectives and experiences to the table.
It's like having a built-in think tank constantly generating fresh insights and approaches. When you have a team with a variety of backgrounds and viewpoints, you're more likely to challenge assumptions, identify blind spots, and come up with creative solutions that you might have missed otherwise.
Especially in sales, where understanding your customer is key.
Yeah.
A sales team that reflects the diversity of your customer base is just better equipped to understand their needs, build relationships, and ultimately close more deals.
It's a win-win for everyone involved, the company, the employees, and the customers.
Okay, so let's do a quick recap of the key takeaways from our deep dive into the sales experts' insights on building a diverse and inclusive sales team.
Okay.
First, we need to make sure our job descriptions are free from bias and that we're using diverse recruiting strategies to attract a wide range of candidates.
Second, we need to acknowledge that unconscious bias exists and provide training to help our recruiters and hiring managers make fair and objective decisions.
And third, we need to proactively engage with diverse communities and foster an inclusive work environment. Things like diverse interview panels and employee resource groups can make a huge difference.
These are just a few of the many steps we can take to build a more diverse and inclusive sales team. It's an ongoing journey, but it's a journey worth taking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So to our listeners out there, I want to leave you with this thought. What are you doing in your organization to promote diversity and inclusion in your sales team? Are you actively seeking out diverse talent? Are you providing training on unconscious bias? Are you fostering an inclusive work environment where everyone feels valued and respected?
These are important questions to consider. If you're not already prioritizing diversity and inclusion, now is the time to start. It's not just the right thing to do, it's the smart thing to do for your business.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into this insightful blog post from the sales experts, let me leave you with a final thought.
Okay.
Building a diverse and inclusive sales team isn't a destination, it's a journey. It takes ongoing effort, commitment, and a willingness to challenge the status quo.
But the rewards are well worth it. A diverse and inclusive sales force is a powerful force for innovation, growth, and success. So let's embrace this challenge and work together to create a more equitable and prosperous future for all.
That's a great note to end on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into building a diverse and inclusive sales team. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving to build a more inclusive world.